Jordan putting moves on Russell. We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! The Mississippi River and the skyline of New Orleans. As beautiful as ever on this terrific night in the Big Easy. It's that payday. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. There's the feed to Williamson. And he lays it straight in. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
And here is Paul. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. Adams dishes to Gallinari. Kick out to Adams from past the arc. The offensive rebound. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist from Gallinari.
You're worried about the drive from Gilgeous-Alexander. He could still get in the mid-range and do damage. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Ball passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Here's the 3. It's good from long range.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Paul kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Adams. Here's Nader. Again, Oklahoma City. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, when you make these kind of improvements in your game, you're putting in a lot of work in the offseason. Brandon Ingram growing up right in front of us.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
And Bones, one of the things you're seeing from Ingram is his improved strength, something he's worked on now for a while.
Yeah, B.I. has talked about eating 6 meals a day back in college and still coming into the league at 190 pounds. But eventually that metabolism is going to slow down. And if you keep putting in that kind of work, the incremental improvements are going to speed up. We've been seeing that from Brandon Ingram.
So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Schroeder's checked in. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And really, Gallinari makes that one look so easy. He knew before he got the pass he was going to launch that jump shot. He did just that.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Ellie's checked in. Adams outside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Moves back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Hard, he's checked in for Ingram. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Beasley's checked in. So it's the Pelicans now. They trail by 1. Holiday dishes to Reddick. Hayes the pass to Hart. And the Pelicans miss again. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
Here's Dort. Can't get it to fall.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Hart. And the rejection by Noel.
And Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And a former high-level recruit. Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job. So he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Schroeder finds Noel, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Dort. And it's Noel missing. Knocked away. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Last time out, he had 14 points. Schroeder against Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
To the wing right side. Outside, Reddick. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, JJ's release is just so quick, even from 3.
Thunder trailing by 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Over Holiday. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Schroeder's got 6 points.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari is out there with Noel. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's George in at the 3 slot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Favors passes to Williamson. It's good. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Well, the closer that Zion is going to get, the more effective he's going to become.
To the middle, here's Adams. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Pelicans. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Nader's checked in. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
And Ball comes to help. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Misses the 3. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And that one's good. Williamson.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Thunder trailing by 3. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Paul kicks to Nader. Gallinari with it. Favors picks him up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Williamson double team. Back to Ball. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Ball's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Ball against Ball. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Fires from 18. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Thunder trailing by 4. Ball outside. Shoots over Ball. Gallinari wide open. Hits the 3-point bomb. Gallinari's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. From about 19 feet, again, the Pelicans score.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Paul kicks to Adams. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. It's good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Williamson in the post. Gallinari on him. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
You gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. Now the pass to Adams. Pass to Nader. Back to Adams. It's deflected. To the inside. Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, pretty dialed in right now as Zion is hitting everything. The team hoping he can maintain this.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Reddick. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And stolen by Reddick. Williamson with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Williamson.
So great to see Zion Williamson out on the wing and coming down the lane. That's a guy hard to stop on a fast break.
Here's Dort. He's covered by Ball. And it's in there. 9 points in the game so far.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the open.
Oh!
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Here's Dort. He's covered by Ball. Got a hand on it.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And that one's good. Ingram.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Nader. And here is Adams, covered by Hayes. 17-foot shot on the way. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's Adams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah.
As in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. He's out there with Favors, and it's Ball in at the point. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Down low. The 3. The shot by Nader, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that sideshow bob necklace with 1,000 stones, and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. That one drops for him. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Really good, ferocious defense from Gilgeous-Alexander to knock it loose.
The shot's good from Hayes.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And that's now 7 points for Chris Paul. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Gallinari with the steal. Beyond the arc. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Nader.
Well, fast hands from Gallinari. Can't say he's fast on the break, but he ignited it.
Gilgeous-Alexander comes with the double team. No problems knocking that one down. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic. It struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And for an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Here's Schroeder. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Williamson, another one falls for New Orleans.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
To the paint. Here's Schroeder. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Schroeder with the ball. Out guarded by Ingram. Schroeder against Ingram. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Schroeder. Schroeder against Ball. Feeds to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
The drive by Schroeder. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
and credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Gallinari surveying the D. Schroeder passes to Gallinari. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Inside. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Schroeder passes to Noel. Here's Dort. He's covered by Ball. Gallinari attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. Gilgeous-Alexander, some imaginative offense on that play.
Pelicans leading by 12. Redick with the 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Schroeder with the ball. Shoots over Redick. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Oklahoma City right now, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Adams is out there with Nerlens Noel, and it's Nader in at the 3, the small forward. Gregor, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Redick. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 8th assist in the game. Passes it to Noel. Schroeder against Holiday. Back to Schroeder. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Noel throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Hayes trying to break free. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 13-point game. Schroeder, the shot comes out, so the Pelicans will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Yep, it counts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Thunder. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Ball dishes to Williamson. And it's Noel with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 13 to the middle, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Ball feeling it out a bit. Down low. And Favors has it in the corner from the baseline. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Paul. That misses off the backboard. Pelicans leading by 15. Ingram passes to Favors. Count it.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Thunder have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Thunder trailing by 19. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gallinari against Williamson. Gallinari down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Solid shot from Gallo. He knows he has a mismatch down inside. Sinks the shot.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Zion Williamson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Well, he's a great floor general out there, and you can see that Ball is consistent at looking to distribute and find guys in the right spot.
Now here's Paul. .11 feet away. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Attacking the paint, making an adjustment. Defense is right there, but that's a terrific effort by Paul.
We're seeing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. Good D by Williamson. Pelicans leading by 19. From the wing. Second chance shot. And that one's good by Favors. Favors has got 10 points here in the second half.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's Burton, covered by Miller. Burton, the pass to Robertson. Up and in on the layup.
Robertson, one of those tenacious wing players.
1:43 left in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Diallo. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Burton's got his first points in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zion Williamson.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Hart. And the Pelicans miss again. Here's Oklahoma City now. Diallo, the pass to Robertson. Lays it up and off the glass.
It's clear Robertson just knows his strengths and stays within himself. Good job of recognizing how to score.
Here's Melly. Makes it off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
The shot's good from Robertson.
That's where Robertson's length comes into play. It helps him get through contact to be available to score.
Here's Alexander Walker. Can't connect. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.